That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
We're gonna end with this. Epstein. Epstein. So today the Epstein contact list came out. There was another thing that was just like a regular Epstein list, right? On Newsweek that had people's names on it and stuff. But I don't know. I thought those were the people on the plane and stuff like that. There's some people are saying no, that's not it. And then I looked at the actual FBI documents on the FBI.gov website. It was 140 pages. And I saw two names on there of the people who were being transported because, I guess they had to fill out the names of who was being transported and stuff. And I did see President Bill Clinton and President Donald Trump on there multiple times throughout the time and stuff like this. This is the New York Post. Anyways, let's get into it. Who wrote this story? Shout out to Priscilla DeGregory and Ryan King. The Justice Department on Thursday evening released a long-awaited trove of documents related to the notorious sex predator Jeffrey Epstein, including his contact list, flight logs, and a list of evidence the government has amassed against him. But roughly 200-page document dumped provided no big revelations. Instead of listing celebrities and politicians who were already known to have palled around with the notorious pedophile. Attorney General Pam Bondi has since claimed a witness told her that the FBI field office in New York has demanded the Bureau fork over the material so that she could disclose it to the public. Among those famous names in Epstein's contact list released by the Department of Justice Thursday, Rolling Stones frontman Mick Jagger, Michael Jackson, actor Alec Baldwin, Ethel Kennedy, the mother of Robert F. Kennedy, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, supermodel Naomi Campbell, and rocker Courtney Love. Others included Bob Weinstein, the brother of Harvey Weinstein, David Koch, the late Senator Ted Kennedy, actor Ralph Fiennes, Kerry Kennedy, lawyer Alan Dershowitz, John Kennedy, actor Dustin Hoffman, businessman John Huntsman, Ivanka Trump, model Liz Hurley. The president's name was not on the contacts list. So this is a whole nother thing that said he was not on there. The list is not a client list, quote unquote, but includes the names of people on Epstein's vast contacts list. While the list of names on the contacts list were revealed, the addresses and the contact information were redacted. The vast majority of the names on the list, now all of them, have been previously reported in the years of the lawsuit and documented leaks in the case. In addition to the contact list, the DOJ released a redacted list of masseuses whose names were blacked out because they were victims. There were 254 names on that list. Also in the binder were Epstein's Lolita Express private jet flight logs, which have been previously made public with redactions. 1/2 of the binder was completely redacted as it contained the names of Epstein's victims. The logs showed David Rogers' signature for the flights. Rogers was previously testified in the court that he witnessed during his time flying Epstein around. 2 copies of Epstein's Little Black Book have been already made public with 349 names of associates from the 1990s. 1 copy went up for auction. A source who reviewed a binder containing the first tranche of information called a phase 1 said Thursday's release would likely be a disappointment for anyone hoping for bombshell revelations about any potential damning ties of high-profile politicians and business leaders to the sex trafficker. It was not immediately known if there would be any further Epstein-related information dumps, but the binder's name implied there are additional phases. The Phase 1 binder was provided to 15 conservative influencers prior to being released to the public. Now, what's interesting is that we're all waiting for the bombshells. Podcaster Liz Wheeler told followers in a live stream on X, we're all waiting for the juicy stuff. And that's not what's in this binder. That's not what's in this binder at all. And that's exactly how the Attorney General presented it to us. It's fine to feel frustrated, she added. You should feel frustrated. Critics such as Republican Representative Anna Paulina Aluna, a Republican from Florida, who leads the House GOP Task Force on Government Transparency, quickly demanded more information. I nor the task force were given or reviewed the Epstein documents being released today. A New York Post story just revealed that the documents will be simply Epstein's phone book. Luna tweeted. This is not what we or the American people asked for, or a complete disappointment. Get us the information that we asked for. Bondi has given the FBI deadline of Friday to cough up the outstanding material. The first phase of files released today sheds light on Epstein's extensive network and begins to provide the public with long overdue accountability, she said in a public statement. FBI Director Kash Patel vowed that there will be no cover-ups, no missing documents, no stone left unturned, and that anyone who undermines this will be swiftly pursued. If the records have been hidden, we will uncover them, he added. And we will bring everything we find to the DOJ to be fully addressed and transparently disseminated to the American people as it should be. Epstein's notorious Little Black Book first came to light in a 2009 court case and was then publicized by the since defunct site Gawker in 2015. That book, dated from 2004 and 2005, had notable entries including former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, Mick Jagger, Prince Andrew, Governor Andrew Cuomo, actor Alec Baldwin, singer Jimmy Buffett, industrialist David Koch, and the former Secretary of State Harry Kissinger. The book contained the Epstein's contracts from the 90s, surfaced years later, included 349 names, 221 which weren't in the book released in 2015, including President Trump, billionaire New York businessman George Castimatidis, I'm so sorry, Melania Trump's best friend and co-owner of the New York Jets, Suzanne Ursha. Other names included billionaire activist investor Carl Icahn, Chris Cuomo's wife, Christina Greenvan, ex-Playboy CEO Chrissy Hefner, and ex-New York publisher and former political mentor Al Gore, Marty Partes. No one is accused of any wrongdoing tied to Epstein. The book from the 1990s was found on Fifth Avenue in the East Village by a woman, East Side, by a woman who auctioned it off on eBay for $425 to Vermont social studies teacher Christopher Halali. Halali is putting the book on auction in March with hopes to fetch as much as $50,000. The multimillionaire sex offender pleaded guilty in Florida in 2008 to child prostitution crimes that was given a hush-hush sweetheart plea deal that only saw him serve 13 months in jail on a cushy work release program. He was arrested again by prosecutors in Manhattan on sex trafficking charges and hanged himself in the lower Manhattan lockup while he was awaiting trial. His right-hand woman, Ghislaine Maxwell, was later convicted in the same sex trafficking charge case and is currently serving 20 years behind bars. So that is that. That is another night of sharing the news with you and the trending topics. My name is Rashad Milligan. As always, please take care of yourself and be safe. Peace. I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.